Hello, and welcome to episode 25 of Moms with Yarn. My name is Sharon, known as Bronx Knitter 1 on Ravelry and Bronx Knitter on Instagram.
Hi, and I'm Tracy, TB McCarthy on Ravelry and TB McCarthy 5 on Instagram. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome, and if you haven't joined our Ravelry forum, what are you waiting
Please
for?
do so. Please do so. We love chatting with you
Yes!
guys.
And you can find our podcast, Moms with Yarn, on YouTube under Moms with Yarn. So you can find us there. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you
Do it.
waiting for?
So,
We
what have
have,
you been up to, Sharon?
I have been, well, lately, stressed
You
out
found
about
your
the,
car. You
found,
found the
the
car.
car is found. It's in the repair shop with $1 million worth of repair because they discovered, based on what was done to the car, that it
Which
was
was joyriding.
joyriding and then stripped to the
Hooligans.
gills. Yeah, you can't live anywhere where there's hooligans, which is everywhere. The car is
Yes.
found, the car is under the repair, and the car should be fixed in about 2 weeks for an ungodly amount of money. And then I'll have my car back. And the other thing is, if I sound a little bit wonky, it's because of,
The
allergies
drug she's taking.
and allergies. I have I don't know, the start of something that's making my whole body ache. Hopefully it's something passing. And other than that, it's just been a knitting palooza. Oh, and I
Nice.
do want to say one thing.
Yes.
Dawn from Knitting Wolf knitted like 5,000 preemie caps.
I know, she totally did. And she also had a sick kid at home, or a
A sick
sick
puppy.
animal.
Yes. All that.
Yeah. And now she's
Wow.
doing phenomenal. She's
Yes.
definitely putting me to shame.
And I was really
I
sad
mean,
to.
I can crochet fast, but that lady is like
She
on
just
fire.
booped them all right out.
Yeah, she totally did.
Uh-huh. And poor
So
Fuji.
just to extend our, prayers for Fuji. Fuji is hasn't been feeling well this past week, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And Dawn and James are going through a rough time with her. They think she's on kind of a good, you know,
An upturn.
cycle
Yeah.
now, but I think all the prayers that we can give them would be um, welcomed by them. So
Yeah.
we're thinking about Fuji and hoping that whatever happens, that she's happy and she
Pain
does
free.
pain free.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
So,
anyway,
yeah, did
so the
you?
Remembering Remy knit along is still going on. There are a ton of people posting, and it's awesome. We have a lot of hats, which is great. And if you can donate to your local NICU, awesome. If you want to send the hats to me, just PM me and I'll send you my address. And
I'm
yeah,
gonna get a
yeah,
prize.
you're not.
I'm gonna climb in your window and get a
No,
prize. I'm gonna have somebody else climb in your window and get a prize.
no.
Can I
You're gonna
bet?
pretend to be someone else. The only way you're gonna do it is if you pretend to be like Subar 59.
I'm gonna put a mustache on.
No,
Trick or treat?
no. So, do you want to go into whips?
I have one whip,
Great. Show it off.
and that whip is. I'm tangled. I'm tangled. I'm a mess. I am making. Remember, I was making the hedgerow
Yes.
socks, which I
Yes.
said the pattern doesn't show up and it wasn't making me happy, and
Yeah, that was the plucky knitter yarn.
yes. So instead, I am making the Collywobble socks,
Oh, those are pretty.
and the pattern shows up better. It's Collywobbles
So you
by,
ripped out the hedgerow?
yes, frogged. It's Collywobbles by Emily Estrada, who does the fiber.
Is she related to Eric? Eric Estrada?
No, she's with the Fibertown podcast.
Hmm.
It's a video podcast. Lovely to watch her. And so here is where I am using my Susan Bates, which I know you love and want. I'll
I
trade
have
you.
my own, girl. I don't need yours.
This is the Collie
Oh, that's really
Wobbles.
pretty. Yeah, that's so much better than the last ones.
Yes, the pattern shows up a whole lot better. And this is sock number 2,
Oh,
although
good.
although sock number 1 is is lost someplace. You know, because I like to not know where stuff is. Oh, here's
All
sock.
right. I was gonna say, okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we play the whole, yeah, you have a finished sock. Wah, wah, wah. Show it off.
Oh, so that is my one whip.
Nice. I like
Yeah,
it.
I love the Collie Wobbles. Thing I like the best is that
Is it a free pattern?
no, it's a
Okay.
paid for pattern on Ravelry.
Okay.
But and this is purple sock yarn. I don't know what color it looks to you, but in the wrong light it even looks brown, but it's
It
not.
looks blackish, yeah.
It's
I
purple.
guess it kind of, yeah, I guess I can see purple.
And the good news about the Collie Wobbles is that the pattern comes with the design only on the front,
Yes.
but you can do a pattern on the back, following the
Yeah.
same instructions.
Got it.
Got it? Love them, love the yarn. It's going quick.
Nice.
And that's it for my whips.
So I'm working on another preemie cap
Yay!
crochet. I'm like Madeline Tosh, I think some gold colorway. I don't know. I'm using my Yarn-It, which I'm gonna review. So I'm working on another one of those. I also am working on. I just cast off my first sock out of
Wow.
Satin Croy stripes. I think it's called Fern Rose Jacquard. Jacquard.
Jacquard.
Yeah, Jacquard. Um, it's just plain vanilla, but do you know can you see anything different about these?
Mm.
Can you tell?
Did you, is, that's a regular gusset heel though, but no, what's
No,
different?
it's not a regular gusset heel.
Is this the bottom, the toe up version of Susan
Just
B?
toe up. It's just toe up. I just did my own. I was like, I'm gonna listen to Pattern Whisperer, Jerry, and I'm gonna do toe up. And I'm gonna go to Knitty and I'm gonna look at Judy's Magic Cast On, and I totally did it. And then I got to here and I was like, oh crap, I don't know how to do a heel. So then I went to Laura Linneman, Lala of the Knit Girls, and I
Socks on a
looked at her
plane.
socks on a plane, and it was so easy.
Yes.
I have to tell you, I do not love toe up socks. I
Why?
don't. I know this is my only one, so I'm going to do the other one, and I'm probably going to, hate it less. But I just, part of me, like when I was knitting this, I was like, I'm only doing this because people are saying, try it, just try it. You may like it. And I know, I have to get out of my comfort zone. I can't do only my knitted heart. But I'm kind of like, why can't I do that? Like if I like it and it fits and it fits my recipient likes it, like why can't I do that? So I'm glad I did it. It was it was not hard at all, the toe up. Like I psyched myself out worse than anything, but it was really not hard. It didn't feel wonky. It didn't feel weird. It was nice. Like it was actually like nice to do it toe up. I think the only way I will do toe up is if I'm knitting tube socks for my kids. Because as well, Jerry mentioned that that's a good way to just use up all the yarn you have, just kind of start it at the toe, split your yarn in half, and then just keep knitting until you run out of yarn. So yeah, so I'm happy I'm doing that. I'm going to cast on the second sock as soon as I put the second skein of yarn in here, because I would have already, but I didn't plan ahead. And then I'm also working on my last whip is I started another, I'll show you this side. This is the San Mateo. It's made out of,
Is that a free pattern?
it's a It's not a free pattern. It's a paid for pattern from Irish Girly Knits.
Okay.
I've knit this before.
Mm-hmm.
I've knit this before. I knit it out of a raspberry colorway, which is actually in the pattern. Um, Beautiful. Like it's Anzula Cloud. This one's in the Nimbus colorway. So
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like an aqua-y, bluish, greenish.
Very pretty.
I finished the first two repeats of the chart and I'm knitting on the stockinette band. It's going really slow. It's a lot of stitches. It's almost like lace weight yarn. Um, and the yarn is a little bit splitty because it's only 2-ply,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm enjoying it. It's my bedtime knitting, so I get to probably knit about 6 to 8 rows a night
Mm-hmm.
because the rows are long, but I'm enjoying it. I really like it. It's a
Well,
nice change from socks.
mm-hmm. Is it going to be, how much yarn does it require?
Just one skein. Yep.
About 400?
It's about, I think the yarn is about 460 or 80 yards, but it won't use the whole. From what I remember, it didn't use the whole skein.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm knitting the small size, which is only 20 stitches less than the larger size.
Okay.
So I think it's plenty big.
Okay.
It's 20 stitches and like maybe a few less repeats. But yeah, I like it. So that's all my whips. I only
Okay.
have FOs now.
I have some FOs too.
Do you want to go first?
Okay. And I had some conjoined yarns, flat feet yarn,
Yes.
which was a sock blank.
Yes. You were
And
working on those last week.
yes. And I made with them, in case you don't recognize these,
Yeah, those are the
my
mine.
knitted heart vanilla socks.
I mean,
Which,
I have like a copyright on the bottom of that.
okay. And the thing I liked about these socks was the unintentional striping.
Yeah, that really came out cute.
It was so cool. I really loved it. So I
Well, it
made
was
the,
probably intentional.
no, because I'm going to show you what else I made with it. But the unintentional striping is kind of like the watercolors of Monet, Manet, whoever it
Yeah,
is.
yep.
They're not exact, but they're pretty darn close. So I love them. And that's item number 1. And item number 2, I seem to be on a pink craze, is Piper's Journey.
Oh, yeah.
It was a gift from Toodaloo. Toodaloo. And I made it with, it's not blocked because it just got finished. Dun, 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 dun.
Nice.
Dun, 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 dun.
You know what I loved about that shawl? I
What?
loved how the edging was applied. I really do. I love the way that this part, the part at the bottom was applied. I thought that it was really genius, and it was probably my first time doing that
The
type of.
French can was your first.
No, I knit that first.
You did?
Yeah, and then I knit the French can.
Okay, so yeah, I love it. And the reason why I made this is made with Fildar Licorn, which is 100% cotton,
Okay.
is because the person that I am filling in for at work has cancer. I'm not going to say her name or anything. And so I never met her, and I probably never will because I'm filling in for her. When she comes back, that'll be the end of me. I want to send this to her just for comfort
That's nice.
and just to send her a note and just say hello and I hope you're doing well with a little card. And I think she doesn't have any friends who knit, but she's doing well and This is
That's
just
great.
more incentive to do well and to pray that she gets better and comes back
Yep.
soon, because I do not want your job.
It's not for selfish reasons.
Not for selfish reasons. I do not want your job. So I also made 3 more preemie caps.
Nice.
This one is made with Pagewood Farms, I think.
You made 3
And
the last time too.
this one is made with that, remember the Regia sock, that yarn that we won?
Yes.
That's,
That looks,
that's the last of it.
yeah, that looks so much like the Rusty Stripes I just finished.
Yep. I was
I really
ama-
like that.
I was amazed at how well how much the Rusty Stripes look like that Regia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Regia.
Yeah.
And
I,
so this was the flat foot in a hat, not
hmm.
striping, flashing.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I know that the stripes were unintentional.
Hmm. Interesting.
And that's it for my FOs.
So my FOs have been delivered, so I'm going to try and show you some of the ones that I've done. So the first thing that I did was the vanilla latte Rusty Stripes,
Mm-hmm.
which I gifted to my dad. He was happy to have those. Um, and then those came out really nice. They did not match at all,
Mm-hmm.
which I was fine with. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
care. And then I made a pair of modified vanilla latte, which is where I didn't do a knit round in between. Sorry. This is out of Erythral Fibers in the Winter Wonderland colorway. She's not a well-known, that I know, she's not a well-known dyer, but her
Is it
yarns are
ethereal?
ethereal. Yep,
Ethereal?
yep. Um, her yarns are like wonderful to knit up. Like they're so soft and they're nice to like, even when you wash and block them, like they hold up really nice. The color stays like, I didn't see any bleeding or anything. And they look just as nice after you wash them as they did before, which, sometimes is rare. And then I also finished the new Bittersweet Cowl for my mother, which the last time I was saying I was going to rip back and then
Oh, that is adorable.
yeah, it came out really nice. So I was going to rip it out. And you know what? Like I ended up not ripping it out. I ended up just doing it just as the pattern called for because, my mother generally runs hot. So she was saying that she didn't want a shawl because she wanted to be able to like undo it. So I figured this would be just enough height and thickness the way it was. Like I think if I did it taller, she would get hot more often and end up not twisting it twice. So yeah. So I ended up knitting it just as the pattern called, and it came out beautiful. It blocked beautiful. Yeah, so I was really happy with that. And then I've been working on preemie caps. So I knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, and I'm on my 12th preemie cap. I crocheted them, didn't knit them, crocheted them.
Mm-hmm.
I can go really quickly with crochet. So this is what they look like.
Oh, too
So
cute.
cute. I made one that I feel like Remy, my 5-year-old, could probably wear. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it's
Yeah.
much bigger.
It's huge.
It's huge. But I knit this per the pattern,
Mm-hmm.
which is free. It's called, and I've made these before. It's the Crochet Scully Cap Beanie. So I knit it just as the pattern called, and it just came out way too big. So I did one less crown, and then I started just straight. So yeah, so I'm adding these to the pile. I'm rocking away.
You get to win a prize.
I'm giving Dawn a run for her money.
You
Just
get
saying.
to win a prize.
I'm totally gonna win a prize. Totally.
Me too.
So that's all I got. And then I think, are we ready for the review?
I am ready for the review.
So we did not get compensated for this review. The person didn't reach out to us to say, can you review this? This is only because Sharon and I like love this contraption. Like, it's genius. It's wonderful. So Sharon, why don't you show us yours?
This is my Yarnet, and I have been saying for years that I need a yarn bowl with a cap
Yep.
because my cat is a crazy freak. And I
Yeah.
need to be able to make sure that she can't get at it. That's not to say that she doesn't try to, chase my
Right.
string, but this is the best protection, cat proofing that you can get.
I also think that some bowls are not either deep enough or whatever, but like when you pull it, it flies. Like, I don't know if I'm
Mm-hmm.
just like ridiculously strong for my stature, or it's just, no matter what I put it in, if I pull it, it's
Mm-hmm.
going all over the place. Whereas this one does not. This is the
Total
one that I got.
control. Oh, look at yours. It's too cute.
I got pink for my girls. So what I really liked about this is the bottom is first of all rubberized. It's not a suction, but it's rubberized so that wherever you put it, it doesn't move. Like it really, like when you pull it hard, it does not move. But what I liked about it is that it doubles as like a holder of your stuff. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's maybe like a half inch deep, and you can put one of those foldable scissors, you can put your stitch markers, you can put your
Everything you
darning
need.
needle,
Mm-hmm.
all of the stuff you'll need for the project in this thing.
In the
um,
bottom.
so and the bottom of this is actually a half inch deep too, so that when you put it on, it's just like genius. And
Not
it's
only
easy to
that.
open. It's easy to open, so you twist it and you open it, and then you can twist it back on.
Mm-hmm.
You could have multiple skeins of yarn in here. There's multiple sections for you to, you know, have multiple yarns if you want, like if you were working with small skeins.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how you could put more than one skein in here because mine is pretty big. And I'm almost done with this, but it was pretty big to start.
Mine was too.
Um, and then the strap. Sharon is showing you the strap. I haven't used the strap yet.
I use this strap because there's a way they show you in the instructions how you can use the strap, but I need mine to be in a circle so that this whole thing stays stable.
Yeah,
So I just crisscrossed mine at the top.
got it.
But I love it because it's cat proof. I love it because it's a no slip rubber.
Yep.
I love it because it's easy to open the top, to separate the top from the bottom. And
Yep.
there are slots on the, oh, don't tell me I can't get it open. Oh, yeah. There are slots. I don't know if you can see
Yeah.
them,
Yep. To
but
keep
you
it
line up your
secure.
slots to and it's easy peasy.
Right.
Not childproofed at all.
Right.
This bottom part, if you're traveling in your car, fits in your cup holder.
Oh, that's funny.
So more no slip, just
But we're
grab and
not
go.
suggesting that you drive and knit at the
I'm
same
talking
time.
about
We're
when
just saying
somebody
keep
else is
it
driving.
yeah.
The bottom comes off easily.
But Sharon, don't you need a car to go car knitting?
I'm going to have a car
Okay,
again.
just saying.
I'm going to have a car, and then I'm going to go out and jack somebody else's and see if this works in their cup holder. Because if you're stealing for thrills, I might as well do some stealing too.
That's right.
I don't think I would steal anybody's car.
No.
But oh, here's this is it's a little bit pricey.
Yes,
I'm not
I think
even
it's
gonna
like
lie.
$5.
No, it's a little bit more.
Is it okay?
Yeah. It's a little bit pricey. It may be different
Well,
depending
how
on
much is it? Is it
where you
39?
shop.
How much is it?
For like $42.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah. It's a little bit pricey, but if you need cat proofing, I take the bottom off of my Yarnet and put the Yarnet in the bag with the hole I'm using facing up, so it fits in my project bag,
Yeah.
and then I can still knit on the go. So it's versatile enough, it's small enough, it's definitely portable.
Yes.
And all the things that you buy a yarn bowl for, I mean, I could never just watch TV with my yarn in a bowl and a cat in the house.
Yep.
Not going to happen. So, love it. If mine broke, I would be devastated, but I would definitely replace it because
Yeah.
I love it that much. It
Yeah.
comes in a bunch of different, the rubber part comes in different colors,
Yep.
and she does have some with a design on the front, as Tracy showed you.
Yep.
And so, if you travel a lot and you would like your yarn not to get fuzzy in your inside of your project bag, or if you're a passenger in a car and you're going someplace and you want to be able to knit without worrying about your yarn rolling under the seat of the car,
Yeah.
happened to me. Definitely a worthwhile investment. Very practical, very usable, and if I had more than one, I'd work on more than one project at a time.
I think that she debuted them at Stitches, do I want to say? Like, it's a very new product. It's not been around for very long,
Hmm.
but I see it being something that every knitter is going to eventually have. It's definitely one of those have to have projects.
Yes, especially
Have to have items
products,
for your projects.
right?
So yeah, I'm
Especially
really
if
happy with it.
if
I think
your if your yarn gets fuzzy in your bag, just from the friction of you pulling and the yarn rubbing up against the fabric inside your project bag, this totally eliminates that.
yeah, I definitely think that the whole like keeping it away from your animals, keeping it contained, having it not fly all over the place, even if it's in your project bag, if you give it a tug and your project bag is open, I mean, again, I knit a lot in the car and when we're driving, it falls on the floor, the dirty, disgusting mat of my car. Like,
I used to have dirty, disgusting mats, but I won't anymore because somebody stole the nasty ones.
too funny. So I would recommend it. I mean, let us know what you think. If you have one or are you thinking about buying one, let us know.
Yeah, post a
It'd be
picture in the
interesting.
Ravelry forum if you
Yep.
have one under this episode thread.
Yep.
So Tracy and I have discussed about the VKN,
Yep.
which I'm going to plot and plan, um, and then it'll probably not be this Saturday. I want to give Tracy some lead time, so it's
Yeah.
going to be not this Saturday, next Saturday,
Yeah, I think that will work because
and
I'm off from work this week, and my husband is now off of work. Like I was off the whole week, but my husband's only starting tomorrow, so we're probably going to spend some time with my sister and her family over the weekend. So
so next weekend, and it'll probably be like it usually is, Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern. That gives folks a chance that are not on the East Coast,
East time.
some time to figure out if they can join in.
Yep.
Um, Usually a small crowd, and at this VKN, we're going to feature some stranded knitting because me
Mm,
and Clementine O are going to be starting to work, and Pattern Whisper Jerry are going to hopefully be working on our sheephead
sheep head hat.
hats. Yes, but if you want to join in the VKN and you're not joining because you're going to spend that time knitting or spinning or whatever, you can do it during the VKN.
Yeah.
Yep, nothing to stop you from knitting and holding a little conversation. So, and I think the VKN holds up to 10 people, so invite a friend if you want a friend.
Yeah, I mean, I've already reached out to Stephanie Pearl McPhee. She's going to think about it. What? Susan B. Anderson,
You're so
join in.
you're so funny.
West Knits?
Stephen
West
West.
Knits.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah,
Vicky
okay.
Howell.
I don't see why she would say no. We're so much fun. Why would she say
We totally
no?
are. Look at us.
Yes. So,
Pattern Whisperer,
yes, pattern.
Sue Bar 60.
Yep, Clementine. Oh, I'm calling you. Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo. I think I'm going to invite Amy because Amy is having a VKN this Saturday, and she invited me to be on.
I didn't get an invite.
I'm going to tell her to send you an invite. And so she's up. She's
Well,
posted.
I might be busy.
Well, this Saturday you will be busy.
I am busy.
And while you're out, I'll be collecting my prize out of the box that that Diane sent you. Yay! Um,
Too funny.
so I'm gonna be on a VKN this weekend. I'm gonna be on VKN next weekend, but next weekend definitely with the sheephead.
Okay.
I hope you hear me, Jerry, because I need you to have your sheephead stuff
You're,
ready.
yeah, you need to spin your wool.
Spin your wool.
Get it
Mm-hmm.
done.
And so that is
That's
it.
all I got.
That's all I have too. And so we are going to say goodbye for 2 weeks. We know we're late, but you know.
But we're totally worth it. I mean, where else can you get this dance? Really? Where can you get the podcasters dancing? Come on, really.
Yes. And you know, one of these days when the weather gets nice and I'm podcasting outside by the water,
Because
while
you live on the
somebody's at
water?
my house stealing my car. Yeah, we'll be outside for a change. We got some April Fool's weather, 60 degrees yesterday, 40
Yeah.
degrees today.
Yeah.
No
Ridiculous.
wonder everybody's sick.
Right, exactly.
So I hope everybody is well and healthy and preparing for spring, even if spring is not here yet. Happy knitting. And
Yes.
to new and returning viewers, thanks for checking us out.
And
And
tell your friends.
tell your friends to join our Ravelry forum or to
Yes.
subscribe to our channel on YouTube because we're so much more fun live. So we will see you in 2 weeks, and until then, be well and happy.
Yep. Bye,
Bye,
guys.
everybody.